Dallas police are asking for the public's help solving the murder of a man who died after being beaten in broad daylight. A $15,000 reward is being offered. It happened on May 11th at 10:45 in the morning, just outside of the Walmart at Webb Chapel and Northwest Highway. Fox 4's Sean Redd is at the Dallas Police Department with the latest in the murder investigation. Sean.
Hey, Clarice, first let me show you the flyer that Dallas Police, they put it out all over the Love Field area and Northwest Dallas. Now, police have spoken to some witnesses, but they've not spoken to any of those who reportedly put their cell phones up and recorded that fight on Sunday, May 11th, nor have they spoken to anyone who's been able to identify the other person involved. Now, police and Ubanse Ibarra's family hoping reward money makes the difference. A mural at Cedar Springs in Inwood remembers 37-year-old Ubanse Ibarra.
So many friends. He was like a magnet to people. He had 3 kids, 9, 6, and 4. And they loved him to death. It's been a nightmare. It's been the worst thing we've ever had to go through.
It was Sunday, May 11th, 10:45. Ibarra had been to this Walmart, and then he comes out and pulls out here onto El Centro Way. His car is stopped in the middle of the street.
We have talked to a few witnesses, and they observed the altercation, a fight in the street. They observed the suspect hit our complainant, and the complainant fall, and the suspect kicked and punched the complainant.
Ibarra struggled to survive for 8 days at Parkland before dying from the blunt force trauma to his head.
That's the car he was in.
Angie Castro says no one has driven her brother's car. It sits in the family driveway, a silent witness to what happened.
They said there was several people there, lots of witnesses, people taking video, taking pictures with their phones.
And yet you can't get any of those folks to come forward.
No one has come forward.
How troubling is that for you?
It's really disturbing to me. I mean, if I'd witnessed anything like that, I wouldn't be able to sleep at night. Somebody out there knows what happens.
Now, Ubanse Ibarra had been to prison, just got out in December, drug convictions, but I spoke to the detective handling his case. He tells me Ibarra had completely turned his life around and that he was 5 days from getting off parole when he had the fight that ultimately took his life. Again, police hoping now that the $15,000 reward money will cause somebody to make that phone call, do the right thing, and they want you to call Dallas Police Homicide if you know anything or if you're one of the many witnesses who they believe has cell phone video. Clarice?
Sean, that's hard to hear that people took the time to put their cell phones out and get images of that, and they're not coming forward. So hopefully somebody hears your story. It's going to move their heart to make a difference, and they will come forward. Ibarra, you said, was working to get away from his criminal history. Do police think that had anything to do with his death?
Right. I asked the detective that pointedly. He said no. He said we investigated that thoroughly and that, in fact, he had a calendar, Ibarra did, where he was marking off every day until he was off parole. He started working, repairing and selling cars. And the detective says the only reason we're trying to get this reward money out there is because, in fact, he was doing nothing illegal, nothing nefarious. In fact, had turned his life around.
He wanted to move forward. Hopefully somebody who's got that video can make a difference for him. Sean, thank you.